Must be. Has to be. Should be. And why? Because it's a cool place. And it's got a really sweet name. Ever since I heard it in Morrowind, I always thought it was just so cool. And it's like, I tried to pronounce it in my head because I didn't have any reference. A lot of vanilla Morrowind doesn't have audio logs, and they had to add a bunch of the main questline stuff, you know, anything but the main questline stuff in after. So, yeah. Can you hear me? Am I coming in?
Yes. Oh yeah, you're
Okay,
coming in.
good.
But yeah, Chachi, do you know about dragon breaks?
I'm sorry, say what, Lindsay?
Do you know about dragon breaks in the Elder Scrolls lore?
Yes, this is the main questline for the Dovahkiin.
No. The time anomaly in the dragon break.
Exactly, yeah, that's what you end up doing with the
right,
beards.
Right, okay. That's right. So cool.
I agree.
Look alive.
Oh, courier.
Looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your
Oh,
hands
do you
clean.
now?
Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
A letter,
So
eh?
that's it. Got to go.
Yes, the divergent timeline system, as Argonian describes it.
So now with a convergent time series resolved at the end of this is the end of the 4th era, or wait, what era are we in right now?
We're in the 4th era.
Yeah, okay, this would be the end of the 4th era, start of the 5th era at the end of this, after the Dovahkiin, you know, does stuff. Technically with this time fix in the fissure, we could technically start a prequel Elsewhere game that happens way before lots of stuff, so to speak. Or they could go ahead and just go, you know, like they did from... The thing about Morrowind to Oblivion was like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's crazy, is that all of a sudden, you know, we are expecting, you know, a couple of years to go by, but no, Skyrim drops and we're literally 3 eras ahead or somewhat, you know?
Yeah, it's like 100 years in the future.
200 or 300, I thought, like 400.
There are certain dialogues in Oblivion that talk about the Nerevarine, and that they're just kind of living in Morrowind.
Exactly, that he's still alive since he has the corpus disease, but he cured himself of it, so he's a living zombie, so to speak. Same can be said, the guy who is the Jigalag, the Kvatch hero.
Sheogorath?
Yep, Sheogorath, the Kvatch hero, or the hero from Kvatch, the man in the jail cell who met the Emperor. He is also alive and well because you meet him up in Skyrim, actually, and talk to the Jigalag, or you talk to Sheogorath. And so therefore that means that if the Shimmering Isles lore stands true, it being the last of the DLC, that means that he, the hero of Morrowind, the hero of Oblivion, is the same guy that you meet up with in Skyrim, who lives forever. So I believe that the end DLC is the werewolf, or no, it's the vampire stuff. So technically, you might choose to be a vampire and then live forever, and we could have, like, you know, 3 or 4 more eras pass by, and then see both the all 3 of the Neverine, the Dovahkiin, and the Kvatch hero.
And Argonian Improvement points out that Vivek
Punch
is
ya!
also still alive.
Yes.
And wandering the world.
Wait, Vivek, are we sure? I thought that... No, wait, in the, Sothasil... One of them killed the other one in a, yeah, I guess Vivek is the one that's still alive. Because one of them was killed by the chick, after she went crazy trying to keep her power after the events of the, Red Mountain transpired. Gotcha. Yes, roll down the hill. Alright, we need to figure out where we're going, huh? That might help.
Rimmon. That's the name of the place I was thinking of. I really want there to be an Elder Scrolls Elsewhere game because I want to go to Rimmon.
Find ruins? That's bone. We'll go to a
Which is
cleared
where
dragon place.
They built the Numidium.
Is that a dwemer ruin or something?
Hang on, Argonian said something. Argonian says, you know something really funny struck me a while back. You know how the Thalmor are so pissy about a human having become a god? Well, if the hero could become Sheogorath, then what's to stop Ebersefton from becoming Talos?
I guess they never thought of it that way, huh? That is an interesting point.
Then again, because it's a dragon egg, the hero of Kvatch is rumored to be every species and also none at all. So really, they could be completely fine with the hero of Kvatch being Sheogorath because, according to their lore, he's a high elf.
Well, remember that the Elder Scrolls in general, if you're using them as far as in this universe to look into the past for a definite, retelling of what went on and what doesn't, is that they choose what to reveal to the reader. And so therefore, all of the prophecies, yes, they are guaranteed to happen, but sometimes they, might not happen at all. As in the case for the vampire lore, those that guy got the original, what is it, the White Elves. A bunch of bad shit happened to the White Elves, and then he cursed the God Lady, and then he blotted. He read the Elder Scrolls, or he made a prediction with them. He used the Elder Scrolls to make a prediction, basically, that would say that the sky will blot out forever with blood and blah 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 blah. And that doesn't even come true until you open up a tomb and discover the daughter that has the Elder Scroll on her back with half of the prophecy. And both prophecies have to be read in order for it to be. It's kind of like a and Princess Antigone. King Oedipus. It's an Oedipus complex where you take the road to avoid your destiny and you go straight towards it because of that choice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then Argonian also mentions the biggest issue is that the Thalmor have a huge major ego complex and wish they were gods.
They're just jealous because their encounter with their triumvirate and the Neverine didn't go as planned, or as well as they had hoped. Couldn't say as planned. The Elder Scrolls planned that shit out to the T. They should have been anything but surprised.
Yeah, so anyhow, the Numidium, long story short, Numidium is a gigantic dwemer colossus that is powered by the heart of
yeah, that's right. So that is where that thing is.
Yeah, well,
oh
so
man, that's right.
The Numidium was gifted to Tiber Septim, so they seized a huge part of Elsewhere, forcibly removed the Khajiit from their homes so that they could build or house the Numidium in secret, and then this huge battle, ensued. Hang on, sorry. This huge battle ensued, and then the Numidium, I think, disappeared. I don't really. It's really, yeah. The Numidium was shattered at the end of Daggerfall.
I'll head back home if you need me.
So then, the place that they seized was called Rimmon, and Rimmon, after the Numidium was no longer a thing, Rimmon became part of Elsewhere again, except that activating Numidium had actually poisoned the area around Rimmon, and it became completely uninhabitable, and the Khajiit are super pissed off at the Empire for that reason.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. And so it's like you know what it's like? It's exactly like that city in Russia that there was a leak of nuclear waste, except that the Soviet Union did not want to come clean and tell anyone, not even their own people, that that's what had happened.
It wasn't the Chernobyl incident. This must have been
No, it
something
was it was
else.
like 2 years before Chernobyl.
Oh, and then Chernobyl happened. They're like, okay, guys, we gotta nip this problem in the bud,
Yeah, and they're
because
like, also, by the way, yeah, because it wasn't a plant, it was where they were storing the waste. I'm gonna look it up.
well, she's obviously got. Okay.
Kishtim. Ayshhtym. Kishtim.
Lead on.
Oh, I will. So I got my air conditioner blowing on me. It's starting to get cold up in the mountains. My God. Oh, hey, what do you know? How do you want to bet that I just found me some dwemer ruins? Okay, so like elsewhere, and the Heart of Lorcan, questline type thing, or after, way after that with a poisoned land. Would you rather see?
I would rather see the Fallout Rimmen.
The Fallout storyline, and then have like
Yeah.
then I would be.
And have,
I kind of
diseased
want that.
Argonians?
I want.
Or, no,
I
sorry,
would like that.
diseased-
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, like if you had diseased Khajiit that were living on that land.
I like that idea, and if I could, I probably would go for that too. As long as I would get a DLC where I, did a flashback to the battle of that thing, or that thing being built. Here is the problem, though, is that they already got Fallout coming out and a Wasteland type.
Yeah, that's
Elder
true.
Scrolls coming right after that would be a little bit, like that's. So at that point, I would say, okay, then just make it in the era of that battle, right before the Heart of Lorcan and all that stuff, and that's close to right where the Neverine is, as far as timeline wise.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
therefore,
the
you could
whole-
do
the-
a little
the whole
jump
battle with
ahead.
the Numidium.
You could then
Hang
do
on,
like a
Josh.
jump ahead to the place, to that city, type thing.
The whole battle with the Numidium was in Daggerfall. Elder Scrolls 2.
Oh, that was already in a game? See, I never played Daggerfall, and I only read its thing. That's right, it was, huh?
And like at the end, you could choose to give the Numidium or give the Heart of Lorcan to any
That's
one of
right.
like 6 factions, including the King of Worms. And so as a result of the Dragon Rake, all of the multiple endings of Daggerfall occur simultaneously. So there are 6 Numidiums, and they're all battling each other because everything all of the endings are true. Oh, Argonian says, fun side note, there are 2 artifacts in Skyrim that do not work if you don't get them legitimately via the quest. The Blood Skull Blade and the Ethereal Crown.
Interesting.
And then Argonian also said, have you seen the Falscar mod?
Yes, I actually did quite a lot of False Scar. I got almost all the way through it, before I lost that save due to a bunch of other mods that, you know, wouldn't allow. God, dwemer. Oh, those are only a pop. Those are full ingots. Oh, nice. Wheel of Pain amulet. Okay, we'll take that. That sounds important for something. Hell yeah, get a lot of ingots. Sell that shit. Use it to make stuff. No point in wasting a pick. Alright, that's it for the storeroom. Storeroom raided. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
There's also a mod called Moonpath to Elsewhere.
What?
Googling that.
See, now this is why you want the VR, folks. Is that a mouse just doesn't do this justice. Because you're at the end of the day, you're not using your head to look up into the sky, you're looking straight ahead. It's not anything. Alright, well, I'm getting tired. And I really don't think I want to start mzulft before I, this is going to be a long one.
Yeah, mzulft is so long.
That's... Jesus Christ!
What?
The hell?
Do you know what would be cool though, is if there was a Elder Scrolls that was a flashback and you were with the dwemer, or the chimer.
Oh, there's... Oh, God. Okay. We're ready. We're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna get in there as soon as we kill this dragon. I think we're gonna call it a night, and I'm gonna switch over to non-virtual reality and do some Dark Souls. I'm gonna beat the game before Twitch does. They're already past
It's
Artorias.
a dwarven ruin.
Where's that dragon?
B. Napoleon says, Star Wars posters are the bomb, I just noticed them.
Oh, you're welcome. Or thank you, sorry. I'm busy. I'm in another world. Literally.
So, Argonian and I are a bit confused. Was that a robot dragon that you saw?
I don't know. Can somebody did? I'll have to check the playback. Ooh, the Ethereum Wars. This guy was doing a bit of research.
The Ethereum Wars. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, folks. It killed me quite quickly, and it landed up there, and I'm waiting for it to come back, but it doesn't seem that it wants to. It's not here anymore. I had a bing bong. Alright, I guess I could just do a dungeon.
Argonian says read it for the quest. And Vision 1986 joined us. Hello!
Welcome.
Crystal. Gone. Find. Paratus. In oculory.
Ooh. Argonian says, if you read the Ethereum Wars book, it opens a
Yes.
quest to the Ethereum loot. Which, I'm always down for that.
Research log. Now that we got him.
Josh Tennes Nerd has just joined us.
I wonder if I resurrect him, what'll happen. That'll be interesting.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Josh.
We are in mzulft. We have the
Mzulft.
key. Mzulft. We are ready to kick some ass. Oh man, it is getting late. Was wanting to switch over to Dark Souls. How many people got in the channel? Starting to get some more now, all of a sudden?
Yep. 8.
Oh boy. I guess we're keep going on, huh? Life's a garden. Dig it. Make it work for you. Alright. A little bit of a trap. There we go. Oh, come on.
Argonian said, "Hi Josh, welcome to the coolest thing to happen to Skyrim since mods." Aw, thank you. Argonian.
Using lots of mods to help it get to where it is, by the way. But yes. Basically, it takes it to a whole nother level. Get that oil.
Oh, the dwarven spiders, I hate them.
Oh, it's already got a... I can reload my stuff. That's got a thing in it. Scrap metal and oil. Dang. Alright, let us... Okay, I don't even know if I'll be able to do this one, but... I can basically do everything except for quick save, and probably... I can't do wait. I don't have a T button. But what I do need to do is select that, and then T, charge, T, charge.
Alright, Josh, B. Napoleon apparently got a playback and said that it was a dwarves mechanical dragon. So yes, it was a mechanical dragon.
Yeah, I have a deadly creatures, deadly combat, deadly environments, immersive, or deadly world, immersive creatures, immersive immersive weapons. I have a mod list here. If Lindsay will link that in the channel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And this will let you, if you had a DK2, this will help you set up your own virtual environment experience. Be careful though, is that tells you that setup list is for a sit-down only thing. You have to adjust the field of view as well as a couple other settings to make the Rift track one-to-one with your head for a standing one like this. And then of course you need a wireless controller and wireless headphones, and then it's a lot of work to do this. But there's the mod list to get it working in VR.
Yeah. Alright, so then Josh says, is the Wiimote part of a custom thing or that you did, or was it something you found and downloaded?
No, this is part of... Oh, Jesus! Oh my gosh, it's all gone wrong!
Wait.
The Wiimote is a bit of scripting if you know how to... Oh my gosh! Well, I leveled up. Okay. Yeah,
with a little
basically.
bit of scripting and some keybinds.
God.
You can,
hook up the Wiimote via Bluetooth onto your computer.
but yeah, it's really not the easiest thing to get going. Alright, give me that key. Give me your log. And I forgot to do this last time.
Okay, and then last one. Argonian says, I'm almost afraid to ask how much you've paid to set up a rig like that. Dude, you don't even see the rig. Like,
the computer
he's
just got
this
the
gigantic wooden scaffolding that's holding up like the wire.
I'm into a corner right now where the camera is, right? And I got a V-shaped corner desk, and on top of that I have a railing system with angle irons that have, you know, the carabiners and whatnot for the wire. That's all just the desk. That goes into my computer, which I just got an upgrade of two 780 Lightnings that are in SLI right now. So yes, it has been it's been a long and expensive road because the DK2 kit itself costs $400 shipped with the head tracker and the the Oculus Rift. So yeah, it's definitely expensive, but I can say it's well worth it because I mean, you know, anybody else that can do this? Build one war bow. Okay. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna do. I got distracted again. Items. You can't do that to me, Twitch. Okay, we need to read.
Josh
Dang it,
says,
come on.
Josh says, can't you use the actual keyboard for functions you can't do with the Wiimote?
I can, but I can't see anything. I'd have to take it off, and then you're breaking immersion, and then yeah. For those simple little things, but see, here's the thing: is that every time I move my head, I move the mouse. Now I can switch it over,
Movement design for Counter-Strike like.
and I could, you know, do stuff like this. Hang on. And you know, that's not a big deal at all. But I don't know, we might even try it like this, actually.
What?
Well, if I play it in Team Fortress mode, for independent mouse and aiming, when the Wii tells where it is, that still kind of helps to rotate my body a little bit, so...
Argonian says, you deserve more views for that effort alone, and I think I'd still use a 360 controller, lol.
Well, like I said, until I got the double 780s, I was running off of two 660s. And the frames were enough to make people go, oh, that's cool. And then just enough to say, well, time to go to something else that looks better. But yeah, now we got a nice smooth stream, and we hope to attract lots of attention to ourselves.
Well, no, like an Xbox 360 controller. But yeah, another thing with like using the keyboard, you could, but with a Wiimote, it allows you to like, you know, move around and such.
And I have
So-
right hand, left hand here, you know, which is really, really handy when you're doing spell sword and stuff like that, so.
And also, I will say that there are things that we can't map. We can't map the whole keyboard to a Wiimote.
Because there's
So
only like
for-
so
for
many
ex-
buttons.
Yeah, so for example, every time Lydia accidentally dies, we have to go and get the actual keyboard to hit the revive code, because we don't want to. Oh, Argonian says, you got me, and I shall bring more. I had know a few Skyrim fans. Very cool.
Awesome. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I need to hit that button. What am I doing?
And
What
also-
am I doing? I need health potion. That's what I need.
Josh wants to know, do all the buttons on the Wiimote do more stuff than just movement?
No, I need to have my right click, left click. I need to have use, alt, space bar. You know, I got as many as I can cram on here, basically.
American Fools just joined the chat.
Alright, here we go. And now that I've switched it over, my Wiimote is actually doing quite a lot more than just being button platform, so we'll see how it works. Alright, Lydia, I'm going in! Here we go, cover me! He missed! Got him! That ghostly apparition disappeared.
Merkenfool says.
Oh,
"What
that's-
the fuck?"
That is a level, folks.
Yay.
Alright, Lindsay. Snape, I'll let you take care of finding a question for the chat, and whoever answers quickly and properly will get to pick what level we go into.
Okay. How
So,
many
go
Daedric
ahead.
princes are there? The first person to answer gets to choose what the perk we are going to pick.
Scrap metal. Dwarven bolt. Go ahead and type that into the chat in case people are muted.
Yes, Argonian has already answered with 13. Josh answers 7, and then 14. Corrected himself. So let us see.
Oof. Wow, that's really cool.
Argonians, and then Argonian answered 14, counting Jiggalog. Well, Jiggalog and Sheogorath are the same person, are they not? So should they be counted?
Now that is a great debate. If we got 2 talent points, then we will give 1 to each. But if not, then we will have to go ahead and give them 1 each anyways, and I'll try to accommodate both of them. Because they are both right. Since you become the Jiggalag, or since you are Shiggarath at the end of the Shimmering Isles, you are also technically the Jiggalag whenever he comes around. However, some can say that the argument, well, since that he is only allowed to be in existence for such a period of time, once every so, well, technically he doesn't really exist other than outside of that. So,
Although
depending on
actually-
the day of the millennia, then yes, there are 14.
Well, actually, I'm looking it up, and there are 16.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yes. Uh-oh.
We missed 2. Nobody gets a point. We'll have to wait till the next level. I can't award it for all of us being off, because I could have sworn it was 14. So list them off and then go ahead and discuss who they are and give a brief overview.
Alright, Azura, Lady of Dusk and Dawn.
Yes?
Boethia, the deity of deceit. Clavicus Vile. Hermaeus Mora. Thyrcine, Prince of the Hunt. Digalag, Prince of Logical Order and Deduction.
Mm-hmm.
Malakath.
Malakath?
Yes, Prince of the Spurned and Ostracized. Mehrunes Dagon, Prince of Destruction.
Of course,
Mephala,
Mehrunes.
the Prince of Unknown Plots and Obfuscation. The Sower of Discord. That's a great title.
That's a good one.
Meridia, patron of the energies of all living things, enemy of the undead. Malak Bal, the Prince of Domination. Namira, Nocturnal, Periite, Sanguine, Sheogorath, and Vermina.
Interesting.
Yes.
Hey, look, it gives you a pickaxe.
So why did y'all immediately think 13? That's my question. I guess because 13, the number is just...
Well, are you counting, I did a quick count in my head. I'm trying to think of who I forgot. Oh, ow! Ow! What is going on? Oh god, it's a trap! Oh!
I mean, Meridia and Azura are kind of easy not to list as princes because they're kind of the nice princes, you know? Whereas everyone else is pretty evil.
Yeah, when you think of Daedric princes and the plane of Dade and the Daedric plane.
You think Hermaeus Mora or Clavicus Vile.
Or Shiggarath.
Yeah.
There's some sort of... Oh, miniature astronaut is all. Booyah!
Josh wants to know, how do you shoot arrows?
Oh, very carefully. Oh, I died. Okay, so we gotta kill whatever that thing is. That's a goat man. And that was a miniature astronaut.
God.
Are you kidding me? I thought that I could have sworn that I had a save.
A mini Atronach? That's cool.
Apparatus
Mini stone astronaut.
in oculory.
That's
Find
terrible.
prowess in the oculary. Yeah, no, it's not fun. I have these little midget dudes that kill me in the mountains every time I try to do something cool.
Oh yeah, the terrifying warrior hobbit things.
Yes. Oh god, they're awful. But yes, they're basically warrior hobbits. And they're pissed at you.
Merkin seconds the question of how you shoot the bow with the VR.
Ah, yes. Now, if you're wondering if I have to, unfortunately, no. We don't have that many gyros, and even then, that means that I would have to use this to aim. Well, hang on here. Technically, it's just left mouse click to pull the bow. Technically, that's it. Hang on here.
Ooh. I have fun lore from Argonian when you're done with your explanation.
Gotcha. Ethereum Wars. No, which was the one with the quest? The Barons?
Yeah, Ethereum Wars.
I might have
I
already
think.
read it. No, it's something. It's got Bounty, Cultist Orders, Daughter of Naaman.
Anyhow, Argonian
Yeah.
says, did you know that Meridia was actually an Aedra that was banished from the ethereal plane for consorting with illicit Daedra?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So who knows the fate of the Elder Scrolls in the middle of the Third Era, or the Second Era, I mean, as far as all the ones that were kept in the White Tower?
Oh, Argonian says it'll pop the quest when you close the inventory menu.
Oh.
And
Saved
then
my life. I
Argonian
would have
said
been reading books forever.
Argonian said she was naughty.
Very naughty, naughty boy. Right, so we have spike trap.
So, I think I told you already, but my dragon game, you know, all of the dragons in my lair are named after the Danger Princes and the Nine Divines. So my two main dragons, the first dragons that I made, are named Akatosh and Azura, and they're married together.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I should have been playing with the look around enabled on the Wii the whole time and using its gyros. That does kind of make things a little bit easier in the menus. Because I don't have to actually, you know, look, but... Oh. However, if I go a little wonky with the aim, that does discombobulate my balance, so... We'll have to be careful. Oh yeah, we were wanting to do some bow, weren't we? Well, it's a good thing that we got a bow.
Argonian says, the Elder Scrolls in the White Gold Tower are likely a big story point that will drop in Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, I was really hoping that we could not talk about online and pretend it didn't exist.
Also,
That's a big bummer for me.
has entered the channel.
Anyways, welcome, welcome. Okay, I need to... What was I doing? Okay, yeah, well, you're going to see how I shoot a bow. I'm going to see if I could shoot it a special way here. I got one, actually. Ready to roll.
I don't know what you're doing, Chachi.
Okay.
Okay, the way he usually does it is basically he mapped the regular mouse and keyboard buttons directly to a button on the Wii mode. So like,
Okay, here we go.
A is the same as hitting left mouse button.
All right,
so
so
he would shoot a bow the same.
All right, so now that I've switched it over into gyros, I can look just fine. But my aim is also coinciding with my thing. So if I get my bow and I hit my left mouse click while I'm crouched. Where's that guy? Okay, there he is. Ah, I missed. I'm just going to the. I need to. I hit him. Oh, I should be doing this the whole time, huh? Oh, that's a level up. Hey, we get another question time, I guess, huh?
Oh gosh.
It's the same level up we got earlier. I'll hand it over to you, Snape. Snape?
For a question?
Yes, for a level up perk question. So yeah, that's
Okay.
how I would use a bow, and I tell you what is more fun is using it on a horse. Because when you are on a horse and you are mounted and you hit the left click, you will swing your right hand. Even if you have a weapon in your left hand and you hit the right click, I'm sorry, and you hit your, swing left hand button, it will only swing your right hand. You can't block with a shield on a horse. So therefore, archery is actually pretty sweet on mount. So, yeah.
Okay. First person to name the 3 members of the tribunal in Morrowind gets to choose the level perk. Ready, go. By the way, I have a dragon named after all 3 as well.
And bonus points for what they were called in the game. There was a name for them, this triumvirate, and each of their
tribunal. I thought their name was
each of their initials stood for part of this name.
Well, Argonian of Riften has answered it correctly. Almalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil.
And those combined into the triumvirate named Slivvi, or I forget. Crap.
Alcivi.
Alcivi. Yes, I'm
That's
trying to
right.
think of it. Yep. And now, folks, this is where we be smarter than the average bear, and we... That's it. And it crashed. Hang on.
Alright,
We'll
Argonian,
do
then
that.
you get to pick 1 or 2, Chachi, of the
No, that
perks.
should just be 1, because... Well, maybe 2. I don't know how many we had saved. Zoom. Zoom. Then mod organizer and run Skyrim. Bam. Skyrim script extender. Lord knows I'm not launching it from the launcher. Oh, God, no. So I figured out why I was sweating in Subnautica. I don't have my air vent turned down at me when I started. Now that it's on me, my shoulder's getting cold again, and it is freezing in here. I can't win.
Merkenfools asks, I was wondering, is it easy or difficult to play Skyrim with the Rift, like setting it up and hooking it up?
Oh, setting it up and hooking it up, that is about the, well, you basically turn on, Vorpex, and then, run Skyrim, and yeah, it'll work. To do it like this requires a list of mods and a whole bunch of knowledge of scripting to, play with a Wiimote. Otherwise, you're going to be at a mouse and keyboard at a desk, or you're going to be using a 360 controller. Which, then you just, got your hands in your lap still.
Josh asks, wouldn't it be more immersive if left click and right click were mapped to a shake on the Wiimote or nunchuck, depending on the hand?
Yes, but then I can't do power swings, because how does it know if I've shaken more than I've shaken? There's no way to determine if I've holded down a shake, so to speak. And what's the only problem which is going to be flawed with a lightsaber slash sword game in the Rift is that, all of that is fun, but a sword a sword is completely dependent on reacting to whatever the hell you swung at it and hitting. Knowing when you stopped and not swinging all the way through is the whole point of sword fight,
Also, 2K Falazur has joined the chat. Hello.
Welcome. Ah, blew her away. Can't see. It's too dark.
Argonian says they need to create a special controller for this.
I
Well,
think
the game
I
was like
might...
10 years late, so...
Well, they just need a special controller in general that is wireless, has buttons, and works for standing VR. Because the only wireless controller that works on the computer is the 360. And that's ridiculous. You can't get a... I think you get a DualShock to work. Oh gosh, those just absolutely murdered me. Those things. Of course, those things. What are those called?
Ghost Sword 19 just joined us.
Welcome. We're trying to stay alive. We get into a very, very tough part here. Okay, I know what we'll do. Hello, everybody. Let's do this. Alright. So, we get a level up when I need it, which I'll probably use for those two things. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, okay, I gotta... Oh!
Merkin Fools asks, I have one other question regarding this VR. How do you get the Wii nunchucks to work on Skyrim?
You have to use scripting. It's not gonna just work out of the bat. You have to write your own code, basically, for it to work. And that is the toughest part and why nobody else is doing that. Tilde.
What are you doing?
Well, my field of view seems to have gotten messed up.
If I remember correctly, last time you set it to 130, and that looked good.
Well, there, I died. Okay.
Oh, well then.
I thought I did set it to 130 just then. Didn't seem to be working. Alright, it's back. We're good now. Alright, so we'll try that again. We'll get the bow, favorite menu, edge peak, ancient bow, unedge peak, crouch. Bing bong.
Game King Studio?
Welcome.
Hello.
Gotcha.
Argonian says, what the fuck, a bipedal chairist. Yeah, with this dangerous world mod that he's got, all the weirdness happens.
No fun for anyone. Ah! That's what I wanted. Okay. Because we need the Axe of Cold to stand up and believe in ourselves. Hurrah!
Gee.
Gotcha, bitch! Sit down! I can't see! I can't see!
Argonian says, kill it with fire!
Oh, how is... We killed each other right at the same time? Really? Or he might have just went down. I don't know. I definitely sink that bucket with that arrow, though. That's for sure. Do that again. Grab that arrow. Get down to the crouch. Not yet. Oh yeah, time to sink that bucket. Alright, here we go. Alright. Guys get a front row seat to this.
Crypt Kicker 97 has joined us. Hello and welcome.
Gotcha. Detected. Bam. Stand up.
Argonian says, you know, knowing the power your computer is pumping out makes me feel like mine is even more of a potato.
Well, mine used to be a semi-potato. Where is he stuck? I
Really,
can't
yours
see.
used to be 2 potatoes stuck together for more potato power.
A 660 is a pretty good card, but yes, it is a potato compared to 970 or 980. My 780 Lightning is basically a 980 reference. Out of the box clock speeds are about the same. But now I got 2 of them in tandem, so yeah, even more shame to your family for not having as good as equipment as me.
And Josh is trying to figure out how to make more immersive VR controllers out loud in the chat.
I got rock joints still.
Oh, you
Really?
really should find a chapel.
Now, who is talking about more immersive VR controllers now?
Josh.
Really?
Yeah, they're saying, what if you make custom gloves that detect movement, and depending on how you grip that hand or what finger touches the thumb on that hand, it goes to a keyboard button. And then they said movement would be awkward. And then what about how you lean your foot for movement or a DDR mat, but the mat would be too clunky, and then, huh.
Yeah, see, it basically, all it really, when it comes down to it, it's gonna be, hang on here, I'm trying to think and talk and do everything. Give me the Axe of Whiterun. Where's my... I don't have my Axe of Whiterun anymore. I might have dropped it for some reason or put it on a... I just have great swords. Alright, fine, we'll do Shield and Flames. Huh. There we go.
There is that one game coming out, though, that apparently you can use sign language for specific commands. Like all of the security doors have a sign language password to get into.
Well,
which
fire killed that thing.
that looked really cool.
Well, I'm not seeing any flames. Yeah, my flames died. It's just a spot on the ground. It's like I'm welding. Alright. We gotta level up our sleeve. See what I did there? Well, I guess might as well. No, it'll crash. We're fine. We'll just persevere. Okay, so I'm gonna need my axe. Definitely. I'll need to remember in my spare time when I'm doing alchemy to wooden plate. These things are so difficult to kill. They have so much health.
It's not the health, it's freaking armor.
Oh, and they bite for like 500 damage or a million jillion. Ugh. Arms are getting tired. I have to switch to left-handed. There's all these batteries in the Wiimote, and there's like nothing but plastic in here. Now this is even worse. Well, not worse, but just a little bit more difficult than what I am used to. It's just a good thing I'm left-handed. Oh, now folks, who wants to see how left-handed I am?
Are there degrees of left-handedness?
Well, see, I just shot that bow with my right hand, and I actually shoot bows with my left hand in real life. No, that was actually a left-handed shot. Now that I think about it, I shoot left-handed, yeah. Okay, so now let's see how left-handed I really am. This is going to be a right-handed draw. Ooh, tricky, tricky. No wonder that felt so good for me when I drew the bow and I was able to aim it.
Argonian
Yes.
says, want to know the funniest part of my Skyrim history? I helped a friend buy the Legendary Edition on release day and got the Alduin and Word Wall, and I didn't even play the game until years later.
Such a great game. Just the lore is so solid. Alright.
I loved Oblivion. Mostly for its ability to completely sidestep the entire main quest, but you know.
Well, you could technically not participate in any quest ever and just sit there and just be nobody. Okay, so I need to...
Well, no, I mean, like, because with this game, the opening cutscene is you, like, seeing the dragons. There's no getting around starting the main quest, whereas with Oblivion, you don't have to go to Lodge. You know.
Well, with Oblivion though, the Emperor is killed, so the second second era ends right there, and this third era begins, you know, so to speak. So you kind of got that angle to look at as well. Okay. That's what I need. That, and now go! Gotcha! Take a chill pill.
Argonian says they spent 3 years watching it played, and then their friend went to basic training and left the 360 in Skyrim. And Argonian says, in 3 weeks, playing on days that I didn't work, I was level 54 and punched out Alduin in one punch empty-handed.
That's what's up.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, no, once you start an Elder Scrolls game, it's hard to stop until you're very, very deep. And once you get like about level 5 to 10, that's when you then do a reroll and then you really hit it hardcore. Ooh, wheat for a health potion. That's always good.
How is there a Falmer bow in that Chorus? There's not Falmer here, are there?
It wasn't a Charis, it was the guy that I was fighting.
Oh.
That
American
Falmor
Fools.
bow is more damaging than my Nord bow, which is 20. Yeah, we'll favorite that.
American
Unfavorite
Fools
the Nord
says, I think
bow.
Oblivion is the best one. In Skyrim, everything got a little too easy, in my opinion.
Well, if you think Oblivion's the best one, then Skyrim made everything easy. You should play all the way back from Morrowind, because Oblivion made everything super easy compared to Morrowind. And Morrowind has the best locations and the best quest line, I think. I don't know. The main quest line for Oblivion is pretty good, but Morrowind, all the extra ancillary stuff and the locations are definitely the best, I would say. For sure.
I was way too young to get into Morrowind when it was
Morrowind
out.
is very difficult though, because even though it's touted as an action RPG, you know, like all these other Elder Scrolls games are fantastically done, because it started with Oblivion making it, you know, actually work, is that when you swing your weapon, you actually hit something now in Skyrim. In Oblivion, you actually had to, you know, swing your weapon and then it would hit, and then, you know, if it made contact physically, then it would roll a dice. In Morrowind, it was the original system where it was basically an RPG in a computer game, meaning that you swing, a dice roll was done in the game, and then based on for your stats, you then either hit or did not hit. And basically, dice rolling the shit. Wow, she like 3-shotted that thing. When you're standing there swinging your weapon over and over and over again, and it's dice rolling to 0 because you don't have any two-handed, you know, stats, it's just a little bit frustrating. Now that's the difficulty aspect from it. They fixed a lot of that as far as in mods and stuff that you can get nowadays, but still the fact remains that it's a very much more difficult game. Now what I also like about it is that since it is dice rolls in a more of an open RPG type setting, is that you are going to... Hang on, this thing is having trouble climbing over rocks, apparently. So every single thing that you do affects your stats. Like, as you're walking or running, if you walk or run everywhere, that's going to level up your athleticism a bit more. If you jump everywhere, that's going to level up your... what's it called? So, yeah, I think that thing died.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, that is correct.
I just liked the there was no cap to what you could enchant or create as a spell or potion.
And that's the other thing too. I think they got rid of the spell creator. Oh, Lydia died again. We got it, folks. Don't worry, we got Lydia taken care of.
If you remember her character number, you can also just do...
Type it in. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I know there's an AC192 in it, but I don't think it's that.
We can write it down once we figure it out again. Oh, I can't do that with that up, huh? Well, now that I know where the tilde is, I don't need this.
A2C94.
A2C94. She looks to be 000C6E43 for me. Unless I'm clicking
Well,
not on her.
you pointed the wrong thing.
Okay. Fine. Freaking tilde. Hang on here. Just... yeah, that was...
And Market Fool says, plus I love the era that Oblivion takes place in. I agree. And also because of the voice acting. They got as Martin and freaking Jean-Luc Picard as the Emperor.
Yeah, Jean-Luc Picard was really, really sweet, even though you only talked to him for like
3 seconds. But I mean, still, and he did the opening monologue. I mean, it was great. It was great.
What did you say her number was? Cause I'm getting...
Oh man, and then
Lindsay, what is her number?
The voice actress who
Lindsay?
played Yubaba
Lindsay.
in Spirited Away, I believe that she
Lindsay.
is the Argonian female.
Lindsay.
I think.
Lindsay. Number. I'm just getting this stupid rock, I think. I don't know. Can you hear me? Hello?
User in your channel timed out.
Oh, she disconnected.
User entered your channel.
Okay, hello?
Hello?
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what's her number again?
A2C94?
"14 is the ground."
Yeah, I mean 00A2C94 or whatever.
I am just not able to select her. Hang on, we're just gonna have to put the mouse. I'm clicking on a Charis corpse, I think.
Yeah. That's another thing that I've missed from Oblivion, is being able
We
to
gotta
hit
just...
Z and drag stuff.
You mean hold down the E button, which nobody ever told you, and then if you try that, you grab the object? Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Like I just did.
Wait, what?
Watch.
You can grab
Watch.
in Skyrim?
Watch. Yeah, that's her. I don't know what number you're looking at, but mine is 000C6E43 every time I click on her, so... what was that? How do you spell resurrect again?
Resurrect.
Resurrect space 1. That's not it. Come on.
Hit. Okay, type
Resurrect space 1. Okay, what is it then?
A2C94.resurrect.
A2C94 dot.
Resurrect. Yeah.
And she's
Sword
up.
and your shield.
There we go.
That was weird. I just couldn't click on her. I don't know. I was clicking on something because it was the same thing the same number I got both times when I dragged her. That was weird.
I saw a bear just entered the chat. Hello.
Where'd you see a bear at?
No, their name.
Well, they had to see a bear somewhere. Oh my gosh, folks, it's gonna take all night. Oh God, it's something. It's something big. Oh man.
Argonian says, do you know who would have been a great voice for Alduin? Who
Wow,
did
that-
the voice of Alduin?
Gotcha. Dwarven worker. Man, these mods.
Keith David or Michael Dunk? Yeah.
Michael Duncan. That would have been Q. Gate. Yeah, you thought you had control on a thumbstick? Yeah, you think you're dead wrong. Try using your neck or an actual lockpick. Usually good stuff. Silver amethyst ring. Ain't shit in here.
Huh. So apparently, Alduin, the voice of Alduin is Daniel Riordan.
Has he done anything in the past?
Lightning Returns. He was Bunavelzi.
Oh yeah,
Massive.
the classic.
Mass Effect 3, Primarch Adrian Victus.
Okay, I know that.
Yep. Oh, he also did the voice of Hussein in Skyrim. He was the mayor in the Tale of Despero.
Oh god, I should have waited. Shit.
Whoa! Okay, Age of Mythology?
Yeah.
Remember that game?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He was Arcantos. And
No!
Yeah. Yeah.
Arcantos?
Yeah. Apparently.
Sorry, Lydia, had to.
Oh, and he was Turbo Man in Jingle All the Way.
Oh, the Turbo Man, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's oh my god. I'm
Level
not
up.
even joking right now. I'm not even joking. He was in Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No!
Yeah, this is
You
first
are
acting
kidding
credit.
me.
That's so freaking great.
Goddamn spiders! That bastard.
And then Argonian said, I'll tell you who should have voiced Parthenax. Sean Connery.
Oh, now that's a great idea. I think we can all get behind, huh?
Yeah, and then said, ever seen the movie Dragonheart? Now that was a dragon with class and gravitas.
Gravitas! Gravitas! No, no, no. That wasn't the word I'd use to describe the whole event. If I had one word to pick, I would say... funny. Pip-Pop's last trip to the grave was funny. Anyways, that's from the IT crowd.
Okay.
Very funny movie. Show.
No. I've seen some of it.
That was actually the movie, the last part of the show.
Al Morn has just joined us. They said, what is this alien technology?
No, it's just the future. Don't worry, you'll all get some in a couple of months. But for right now, you could watch me play with it.
And then Argonian said 007, the dragon.
No joke. Octopussy, can you take this goat spine out of my teeth? That'd be great. Undead up to level 13 flea. Well, that's going to be pointless in about 3 levels. Steel cuff boots. Those are pretty good though. Alrighty. I can see up in there and stiff. Oh, quit coughing, Lydia. You get over it.
Also, Al Morn, it's not alien technology, it's witchcraft, so...
Yeah, I am a wizard. I'm a game wizard. But yeah, follow if you enjoy it. We'll be doing quite a lot of this and much more to come. If you check out my YouTube channel, you can see all my previous exploits in VR, which includes driving, flying, and first-person shooting. As well as my entire series from beginning to end, where I'm uploading. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Oh god, there's the machines down there, aren't they? We're doing the Skyrim in VR.
Let me go YouTube real quick. Boop.
Okay, we are going to... Save. Save. Oh, god damn it, it didn't crash. Gonna keep going.
Argonian wants to know if you've ever played Champions of Norath.
No, no, I'm not a big MOBA guy. I tried to pick up Dota. My little brother's really hard into it, but I can't seem to do it. Alright, let's just do it, folks. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Woo, man!
Sure, it's actually like competitive in Dota.
Yes, and that's...
He was
Yeah,
in
I've
the
heard.
national circuit.
He was, yeah, doing pretty good with his team for a while last year. But he's got his job now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, Argonian says it's not a MOBA, it's an RPG like Skyrim for PS2.
Wait a minute, which game did he? Champions of Norath? Or what did he say?
Yeah, Champions of Norath. It's
I'm thinking of
Realms
Heroes of...
Everwest.
I'm thinking of Heroes of New Earth or something that... Or,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, there's so many...
yeah. No, yeah, it's set in the EverQuest universe.
Oh, interesting. Wow, he killed me in 2 hits anyways.
Just turn down, the difficulty.
We're on Adept already.
Adept is high.
I know.
That's why you're dying.
Well, then I wouldn't be a Dovahkiin, huh? I gotta earn it. Be great anytime you could not use your bow and arrow, Lydia. And that sword and shield I gave you.
Dorks31 is in the chat with us now. Hello,
Welcome.
Dorks.
Trying to kill this thing here. Pressure plates. Lydia, stop it.
Argonian said respect, bro. Like a boss.
I can do this all day. Oh, something else is shooting me from behind now. Whee! Screw that noise. Oh, how about I do that? There we go. Yeah, Lydia, get him off my back, please. Thank you. Oh, the big guy's here. Oh, and he killed me. Dwemer ruins. Bing bong.
Yep. Aloha.
Yep. I need Lydia to go in first, but she's not going to make it over the fucking trap. And then if I do first, then she just sticks over there and shoots her bow. Oh!
I've been spending my time trying to think of trivia questions.
Yes, write them down and get a good answer. There you go. Come on, dude, just fucking attack her! Fuck off! Fuck off! Dude, attack her, seriously. Like, just... Don't. You got it, Lydia. That's a good tank. Oh, I drew aggro. No, she died. That's all. That's why. I don't think you can... Wow, yeah, that thing is tough. Alright, yeah, I definitely gave that plenty of wax. I think we can allow ourselves to... swap down to apprentice for this bastard.
Argonian has a good trivia question. What lie did the Altmeri Dominion tell the Khajiit to gain their support in the Great Wars? And then Freakin' Fools said, I don't know, did they promise them some skooma?
Nice.
Dude, don't be racist.
They can't help it. They're predisposed. Alright, so we killed that bastard, finally.
Do you know, Chach?
What was the question?
What lie did the Altmeri Dominion tell the Khajiit to gain their support in the Great Wars?
I do not recall.
I remember this now! Oh my god, I'm reading it. Just to let you know, I did look it up, but I remember reading this before.
Liar. Don't believe her lies.
You shut it. Master and Secunda disappeared from the sky for 2 years. It was called the Void Knights. Now the Khajiit are they worship the sky, the night sky, and the moons in particular. They're very important to their religion. After a certain amount of time, the Thalmor lied and told them that they brought back the moons when in fact they had nothing to do with it. But they were like, oh yeah, that was totally us. And so the Khajiit were like, oh my god, that's great. And so they, you know, gained their favor.
Yeah, go to the moon.
Yep.
Moon sugar. Go to the moon. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
Alright. The boilery, folks. This is where we thinks we autosave and probably call it a night for our standing virtual reality. Arms are getting tired, legs are even more tired than that, and I think it's time for me to go ahead and try to play some Dark Souls. I'll switch over to that in about 15 minutes or so, and you guys can watch me try to take on Sif the Great Wolf. My plan is to basically beat Twitch before they beat Dark Souls, but I don't think that's going to happen. They took out Artorias the other night, so I'm already pretty behind. I still need to get Ornstein and Smo. Those of you who would be down to check that out, go for it. I'll be there shortly and back up live. For those who are going to be wanting to check up on the previous action, you could go to my YouTube page and check all of my Let's VR Skyrim, as well as any other type of racing, first-person shooter, and flying stuff I might have up there. So, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow with more action. It's going to be race weekend for Formula 1.